For the former JDS MP, Prajwal Revanna, he has been sentenced to life in prison in the case related to the sexual assault of a 47-year-old woman. Prajwal, he was awarded the maximum punishment. He has also been levied a fine of over 10 lakh rupees. And out of those 10 lakh, the judge has ordered that rupees 7 lakh is to be paid to the rape survivor as compensation. This is one of the 4 cases filed against Prajwal Revanna for rape and molestation. Remember, Prajwal Revanna was the grandson of former Prime Minister Deve Gowda. He has charges of shooting videos of many women. Listen in to all the reactions that have come in.
It is an historic judgment in 376(2)(n) where the court has awarded a maximum punishment till his life, till his natural life. So it is an historic judgment in that construct.
Is there an option appeal for the court verdict?
He has an option. Accused has the right of option. The mitigating factor and aggravating factors exist between the accused and accused and the victim is the reason for awarding maximum punishment.
All right, we are currently joined by Dr. Lakshmi Ashwin Gowda, spokesperson and state secretary of BJP Karnataka. We also have Deepak Timaya, spokesperson of the Congress. A very warm welcome to the both of you. Let me start by asking you, Dr. Lakshmi Gowda, you know, in 2024, when this case came out, and possibly in 2023, by the end of 2023 and 24, the BJP and the JDS, they were accusing the Congress, saying that Congress has been distributing these videos. These are fake videos. These are doctored videos. What is your reaction to this sentencing that has now taken place?
The unprecedented judgment of trial court convicting and giving life imprisonment to the sexual predator Prajwal Revanna is highly condemnable. This has served, in a way, it is a justice served to the thousands of women, those who have undergone mental trauma, societal stigma, and lots of humiliation and familial rejection. And this would definitely increase the morale of all those sexual victims to report the crime and to eventually get the justice. This particular incident is totally unprecedented and historical. And the Congress, BJP government has always had a zero tolerance for the crimes and the terrorism. So we have accepted this judgment with a huge heart that the sexual predator has been given the rigorous imprisonment, and in a way it is a justice served to the thousands of women victims. We commend, it's a commendable thing.
All right. Deepak Timaya, your response to this sentencing, and do you completely agree with what Dr. Lakshmi has said? Because, as I mentioned, the BJP and the JDS, they had been together accusing the Congress, especially in Karnataka, that they were responsible for spreading these fake videos, what they call fake and morphed videos. And now this condemnation, how do you look at it, sir?
Better sense has prevailed on part of the BJP, but let me tell you, of course, the BJP kept on saying that, Congress had a hand in distribution of these videos and all of that. But let me tell you, when it has gone to the court and the court has pronounced a judgment, I don't think anybody in the right senses will be able to speak for the perpetrator. And the BJP spokesperson, like she rightly said, I think before doing politics in matters of such sensitive nature, I think we should think of people as people and not just as pawns in politics. And if anybody did something like that, and if he were to be exposed, whether by the BJP or by the Congress, and ultimately the justice is served to the victims, I think it's a good thing. To also say that, a young man who had such a bright future, putting himself in such a miserable, pitiable, despicable, situation where he caused it all to himself. It should be a lesson to a lot of politicians. Just because you have power, you come from a powerful family, if you think that you can do anything and get away, I think this has served as the biggest lesson for everybody in every political party. And I think that, the spokesperson from the BJP also would agree that, this should be a warning to a lot of people who think that, just because you are in politics, you could do anything. And I think whether somebody distributed the video or not, at least today, the women of India can rest assured that they have something called the judicial system that's going to protect them and that's going to give them justice. And I think that, whoever was responsible for this kind of perpetration or, crime to be exposed has to be lauded. And it's very sad that, somebody who had such a great future, who was an MP and who was seen as a sign to the family and all that, ending up doing all these things only because of that audacity of power. And today, I think more than, what happened to Prajwal Revanna, we should all commend and applaud that, we still have a great judiciary that is alive, and every citizen of this country should feel so assured that when everything goes back to there is judiciary, and all those people who uphold the constitution, the judiciary and the rule of law should actually be considered the custodians of the wellness of this country.
The BJP is in alliance with the JDS in that state. Dr. Lakshmi Gowda, does this verdict change the nature of this alliance in any manner? Very quick response.
No, we don't. We don't actually do the party politics. We believe in the developmental politics. This wouldn't affect any kind of relationship in the coalition. This judgment would definitely act as a precedent for many more sexual harassment cases to come.
All right.
It's not anything about our coalition between the BJP and JDS.
Okay.
So it is a completely, as the Congress spokesperson has rightly pointed out, it's the Indian judicial system that we should all applaud, and for its robustness, for its efficiency, and for the fast tracking the case, high profile case like this. This would definitely act both as a precedent and also the deterrent.
I'm very happy that both of you are on the same page on this. And from what I understand from you also is that the BJP as well as the JDS, they distance themselves from this individual, Prajwal Revanna, which is a great thing. All right. Thank you very much for speaking with NDTV to the both of you. Meanwhile, my colleague Deepak Bopanna, he spoke to Ramya Rao. Listen into that conversation.
Prajwal Revanna here facing the most stringent punishment in the sexual assault case, the court deciding that he will have to spend the remaining part of his life in prison. How do you really look at this judgment?
I think, it sends out a strong message to society. One, that is, law is equal for all. It doesn't matter who you are, which class of society you belong to. Law is equal for all, even if you're very powerful and you're a politician, especially in this case. And the other thing is that crimes against women will not be taken lightly, and they deserve the harshest punishment. So in that sense, I think I'm most happy for this judgment because I think it was most necessary. Because women are not treated with respect and women are taken very lightly, and most people get away also. But in this case, I think they've sent a really strong message to society. I think that's good for all of us, and I think it's a win for women especially.
Absolutely. And in many such cases, when you have a person in a position of power, this is something that the prosecutors as well made a mention in court, that he is a person in a position of power exploiting women who are probably not in a similar position. Many of them would in the past feel that whether their efforts of coming out, speaking up, filing a case, would that actually bear fruit? But a judgment like this probably sends out a strong message to many of them and inspires more women to come out and speak about such issues happening, isn't it?
Absolutely, because I know what it feels like. It's not easy to file a complaint and to endure it. And these women don't even have, the kind of privileges that we have, and they have still pursued it and ensured that, he's been given the strictest punishment. So hats off to those women, because it's absolutely not easy. And I can only imagine what they must have endured, their families, and imagine just going through all of that, and not just one, right? So many women, and only a few had the courage to come and speak up, and the rest of them probably, not willing to face the consequences, or, you never know the kind of harassment they may have faced, because he comes from a very powerful political family. So you can imagine, the amount of energy they must have put in just to kind of, silence these women. So in a way, I'm really happy that women, who come from really underprivileged background and who have no kind of rights in this country have actually, spoken up, and they have inspired a lot of women like me to speak up.
We'll slip into a very, very short break. More news and updates on the other side.